everybody. Larry, Fort Worth Memories Museum and Groups, and YouTube at Fort Worth Memories. Let me see here. See if everything's gonna hook up this morning. Yep, there we are. Let me edit the post, or edit the video. So today is Monday, March 10th. The year 2025. And we're going to share it to the internet and to memories and live videos. And I will tell everybody good morning. Brittany is in, Jean is in, Delinda is in, I'm in. Okay, so weather's supposed to be pretty all week. Let me get this camera rolling. I don't like that camera at that angle. I don't know why I can't. I gotta rearrange. I'm starting to rearrange the museum. Actually sold the Highboy, just finished the sale, and the call was from Taiwan. One of our members is in Taiwan, and he actually messaged me yesterday and said he would buy it. So anyway, we completed the sale just a few minutes ago from Taiwan. I asked him, they're in the manufacturing business, and I said, is the tariffs going to hurt y'all's company? He said, not very much. He said, we're a big partner with Taiwan is a big partner with the United States. So anyway, but apparently they've got a plant somewhere here in Fort Worth and one in Chicago, and then I guess they do a lot of the manufacturing in Taiwan. But so the Highboy is gone. We still got the settee. $250 needs to go. I've got new stuff coming in. It's not new. I'm going to try to empty one of the climatic controlled warehouses, and one of them is about 3/4 full, and the rent on it is $240 a month, so that'll cut off $240 of the overhead a month. I spend $4,000 a month on storage that is climatic controlled to keep everything archived. I mean, that's $50,000 a year just for the storage of that stuff. For how many years? 10 years, $500,000. Or $50,000. Sorry. Okay. Phones are ringing, and I'm not ready. Good morning, Cleburne. Marilyn, Jean, Bill, and Cleburne. Last week you talked about doing a project on 300 of the first people here. Well, yeah, kind of, sort of. It's 280 first settlers, but they settled in Birdsville, which was then the county seat. So yeah, we will include those people because they were in Tarrant County. And so I will start listing those names, and then people that their families have been here a long time will try to research. That list was made up in 1855. So that's 6 years after, really 5 years. It hadn't eclipsed the anniversary. 5 years after Major Ripley Arnold established Camp Worth, which was later named, the change of the name was by the Army, and it was then called Fort Worth. And that was not done until, well, the Dragoons were still here. The 2nd Dragoons was the military militia company that settled for Camp Worth. So I've got a property owner's book from 1896 that used to belong to the county. That's the only one of its kind. The county has tried to purchase it from me. They have the 1900. I think this 1896 was the first one that they ever did. How did I get a hold of that book? Money. I've had that book for 30 years. So it lists all of the property owners in Fort Worth or Tarrant County in 1896. It describes the lot and the block, how much money it was worth in 1896. And we had some people here that owned a ton of property. E.M. Daggett owned, as far as I can tell, he owned 3/4 of downtown area. 3/4 of it. He is also the gentleman that Santa Anna surrendered to and signed the document releasing Texas from Mexico's rule. Did he do it under duress? I would imagine. A cap and ball pistol or bayonet at his throat as he signed it. Okay, so those 280 names, we'll start a long-term research on it. Y'all can check it. When you use your search engine, you put a name in there and put Birdsville, Texas, 1855, and that should go back and qualify it and see what information you can get. I've got the early day phone books, 1900 up. We can look and see how many people would still be around. We're probably going to have to run into some genealogy because 1855 to 1900 is 45 years. They had to be an adult when they were here. So 45 and say 20 is 65. There could still, people didn't live to be 65 or 70 back then. But there's some names of people that other ancestors are on our group, hopefully. So that'd be a good project for us. We can try to weed out and see which ones actually were good citizens or contributed to the area or whatever. So you're talking about 10 years prior to, not 10 years, but a few years prior to the Civil War. So in 1855, pretty much everybody that was here believed in slavery, I would imagine. That's the reason they came to the South. Anyway, that'll be a good project, Birdville. Cleburne, what else? Have we secured a paintless dent removal company? I've talked to 4. I'll have one secured this week. Some of your group got hail damage, didn't they? Or somebody you knew? Well, it's the storm season. We're right in the middle of it. Although I think this week we're supposed to be in the 70s and some days close to 80. And I can handle some of that. I have not checked this morning. Lisa's probably not on here yet. Brittany, do you know how we stand on the... I went to bed early last night. I was tired. Let's see if we can find a link to see where we stand on the Major League Baseball stadiums. Congrats to the Big 12 champion, our Lady Frogs. They continue to do great things. Grateful for Your Trees got a 5-star review. Dove Peacock's A-Bird AC and Heating got 2 5-star reviews. Well, the U.S. has now said you must really consider if you're going to one of 23 countries. Trump's done pissed some people off, I guess. Let's see if we can get a list of it. I'm sure that's going to be a record. The department said they release level 1 and 2 advisories annually and more critical level 3 and 4s every 6 months. $21 spots. The airlines are changing the way they do business. This week, the department has issued a level 2 advisory. Turks and Caicos Islands, the consulate in Mexico has said, don't come down here for spring break. Here's the countries. Bangladesh, this is level 3 advisories. Bangladesh, Brunei, Chad, Colombia, Mozambique, Egypt, Ethiopia, Guatemala, New Guinea, Guyana, Honduras, Jamaica, Mozambique, I already said that, New Caledonia, Nicaragua, Niger, Pakistan, New Guinea, Trinidad, and Uganda. So pretty much all Muslim countries. Well, that's probably the standard deal. Okay, back to the, does anybody know why Danny Mayer, his engraver does a great job on guns. I don't know if y'all saw that. We were at 4th and 9th. Major League Baseball Stadium and flavor food from that stadium. I cannot find a link. I found some old reel-to-reel recordings I did with different people. I've got to get them digitalized. One of them is, or there's several interviews I did with Jerry Lee Lewis. Man, that guy was crazy. And that was done when I was at 1015 West 7th. And in the one of them, because I listened to it, I was scared it's going to break the tape. I've got one of those old recorders, reel to reel. I thought that he had called me about doing Johnny Rivers' car. He was actually in Fort Worth. He was in my office. Because I'm going, come on, Jerry Lee, who is it? And he said, you'll recognize him. His voice is very distinctful. But there's a lot of interviews I did with mayors and people back then. So I went from reel-to-reel recorders to just a tape recorder. I probably got 5,000 interviews on recorders. I've been doing it all my life. I've sat down with, you wouldn't believe how high up in the different crime families that they didn't know they were being recorded. That's probably not a good thing. Back then I thought it was an insurance policy. Okay, that's not a link. Okay, best food. We are still at 9th. Well, I'm trying to find the link. Here's a link. Check the leaderboard. Still at 4th. I might as well go ahead and vote on this little deal. Vote now. So they hadn't shut my IP address off. Okay, so anyway, what else is going on? I forgot I'm looking in that camera. Don't have any idea where we're going to eat this week. It's only Monday. We had a good turnout for the weather on Saturday at Charlie Guerin's Railhead. I did not eat that chicken special. I ate the chopped barbecue sandwich plate. I-30 was a nightmare coming down this morning. So we haven't checked the news lately in the morning. I like that news break probably as good as any of them now. Naturally, it had this stupid woman accused of aiding in that rap singer's murder. This is not good. Texas jails under fire. 10 facilities are failing. I'm sure Tarrant County is going to be into that. Castro County Jail is in violation of a certain deal. Cherokee County. Castro, Cherokee County. Might as well just go and scroll down. Coleman. Crockett, El Paso, I knew that was going to be on there. Well, what was that one? Falls County Jail, F-A-L-L-S, Galveston, Tarrant Matter, Lee, Liberty, Rains. That's more than 10. Tarrant County wasn't in it. 100 inmates have died in Texas prisons since January 2025. Man. Well, we didn't. Wayburn's safe on that deal. Charles Manson's cause of death revealed. Like, who really cares about that? You know, I saw this yesterday. Biden's auto pen signature for the last several months, I think. He didn't sign it. They used his automatic pen or something, raising concerns over who controlled the White House. The majority of official documents signed by then President Joe Biden allegedly used the same auto pen signature. They don't usually use that till they've left office. Who ran the country? Whoever controlled the auto pen controlled the presidency. Probably George Soros. Well, so much for that. People on the left are saying that gentleman from Texas that got escorted out of the speech Trump gave, they said, conservatives, why didn't they do that to Marjorie, whatever her name is, that other nut job? She's a Republican. There's a double standard. I mean, Tim Walz left stumped and staring blankly when questioned on who leads the Democratic Party. Wonder what he said. That'll be his only run. I bet he don't ever run again. Says he may run for president in 2028. He's just going to try to get money. He doesn't know who's running the Democratic Party. And he was running for vice president. Okay. Let's do the sponsors, then I got to start getting everything opened up. Get this stuff out of the way. I'll be so glad when I get this thing rearranged. Okay, here goes our sponsors. Winstead Paint and Body. They're located on White Settlement Road, just past Roberts Cutoff. I personally have been doing business, paint and body business with them for 40 years. Scott is our IT guru. He can build you a website or help you with technical issues, whatever. It's always best if you got some technical issue that's with Memories or any of our platforms. It doesn't do you any good to message me because I'm not tech savvy. So you just have to refer all of those questions to Scott, and the way you do that is direct messaging. He's kind of like me. He don't sleep but about 2 or 3 hours a night. Fort Worth Florist. Jeanette and her team have been doing a superb job of supplying flowers to all of our members, everybody we've referred to her. She's had several 5-star reviews. They're on Camp Bowie, pretty far out. But you don't have to worry about getting in your car driving out there. You just call 817-244-2345 and they'll do you over the phone. Alpha Design and Build. Lance Sanders, he does residential and commercial. If you want to remodel something, or if you want to add a second story or build a building, he can do all of those things. G2 Garage, Chris and his team over there, they're in the White Settlement area. I've gotten several good reviews from clients that have used their service. What did I miss there? No, that was Full Force. Phelps Family Car Auto Care, they're in the Burleson area. Mike Phelps and his family and all of their techs. You don't ever hear anything but great reviews and good things about Mike and his business out there. Schwartz and Hanson, Jerry Schwartz. Those folks are very active in the bicycle giveaway. Been sponsors on our group for years and years. They are in the architectural business. Stroud Auto Supply. Danny Stroud and his wife. I actually sat down with them here a few weeks ago. I actually bought auto parts that was when Danny's father was running it and owned it 50 years ago. Rex's Bar and Grill, Rex Benson, that's the old Macaroni Grill. That is the premier sports bar in the Metroplex, maybe in the state. We're going to have our 12th birthday party there, July 19th. You go to the main group page, Fort Worth Memories, go to the part where it says events, and you can sign up or say you're interested or say you're going. July 19th, that's on a Saturday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Medicare and Medicaid. Everybody always has a problem trying to figure out what the heck's going on with it. You don't have to worry anymore. Just call Casey Crawl and his group of experts on Medicare and Medicaid, and we get good reviews on them every week. They're helping lots of folks. Charlie Guerin's Railhead Barbecue. Charlie is on the board of directors of my bicycle giveaway, Larry's Kids. Been a sponsor for many years. We just ate our Saturday luncheon at Railhead this last 2 or 3 days ago. Rains Plumbing, that is a family-owned business. We've had a lot of good reviews on them, so anything to do with plumbing, call Rains. Passport Getaways, if you're planning on a cruise or a trip, or you want to get your family together and y'all live in different parts of the country or another country, let those folks at Passport Getaways do all of the running around trying to figure out how to put all that together, and then all you got to do is supply the money and go have a good vacation. Optimist Club of Fort Worth, Jeff Norman. Now the Optimist Club is an international group. That's not a Fort Worth, Texas, or United States. I got the hiccups. They're all over the country. They do everything they do has to do with youth. They also give us free gratis a Christmas tree. They sell Christmas trees at Farrington Field every year, and they bring us a tree for free. And it's always, hell, those trees have to cost $150, $200. So we're going to get Jeff in here and find out what all they've got coming up for the spring and summer. I've also spoke 1 or 2 times at their meetings. They have a weekly meeting. State Farm Insurance, Jenny Stewart. If you're not using Jenny and State Farm, if you're using Farmers, Freeway, Allstate, whoever, call Jenny's team and see if you can't save you $30 or $40 a month. It ends up being about $500 a year you save. Old South Pancake House, that's another Rex Benson owned company. Old South has been in the Benson family since 1962. I know. I knew Rex's daddy before Rex knew him. They're 24/7 on 1501 South University Drive. They close at 9 or 10 o'clock down at their Burleson location. Now that one I've never been to. It's about 3 or 4 years old, I think. But the food's the same. It's great. Cross Electric, Brandon Cross. They were nominated on DFW Favorites, and I will share that link again so you can vote for them. We always try to help our sponsors any way we can. But Cross is a family-owned business, so don't ever mess with that electricity on your own. It'll kill you. Call Brandon Cross's Cross Electric. K Ranch Roofing, Jorge Hernandez. They're busy as beavers right now. There's a lot of wind damage and stuff to roofs. If you think, hey, I might have had some damage, don't go get a ladder and try to crawl up there, because you don't know what you're looking for anyway. Call one of those numbers. You'll get Bree. Bree is the lady that runs the office, sets up the appointments. She'll send one of their qualified and very good expert technicians out to look at your roof and then tell you if it's good, bad, or what the issue is. Okay, moving right along. Fort Worth Lumber. They are on the South Freeway. They have been sponsors of our group for 10 years, I think. Active in the bicycle giveaway. Great folks. They're down on 35 South. If you need building materials or plans or just need to find out some information, they're happy to help. Grateful for Your Trees. That's Dickey Cars Company. We just got 2 good 5-star reviews. With all these high winds, it screwed up a bunch of these tree limbs. So if you need your trees trimmed or removed, stumps grind down, whatever, there's all the stuff he does. He's also Richard Carr's nephew. Grateful for Your Trees. There is Dickey Carr Sand and Gravel. That's Pat and Richard Carr. Very, very active in all things to do with the city and the county. Great folks. I'm happy to call them my friends. Steve Coburn, Coburn's Catering. Coburn's was started in 1946. They did have a cafeteria over there on North Main. They're still in that location, but they do all their cooking there for their catering. So if you're planning an event or party or whatever, call Steve Coburn. Burt Ladner Real Estate. Wes Williams, our friend and fellow member, is associated with that group. Wes is also on the board at Larry's Kids, my bicycle giveaway. Wes and Sarah Williams, what else can you say? I mean, fantastic folks, always there to help people out. Charlie Red, he posts a lot of pictures about his grandkid, Charlie Red. There's Coburn's again. A-Bird AC and Heating. That's Dub Peacock's company. If you got any issues with your heat or air unit, we just got 1 or 2 good 5-star reviews in on A-Bird AC and Heating. Okay, Eric Walsh. He is another real estate person. He's also on the board of directors at my bicycle giveaway, Larry's Kids. Eric is a super guy, active in all things around the community. Okay, Yellow Snake Horses, Brazos River Ranch. For spring break, if you're going to hang around the area, go riding horses one morning. You get 2 hours for $75. You don't have to be experienced, a master horseman. Take kids, grandkids, whatever. We're going to have a picnic that Sherry is trying to set up down there in the spring. It's about an hour's drive from Fort Worth. Get away from the city and get out in the country life. You'll love it. Okay, I will have us a hail damage company, a paintless dent removal company, this week. I promise you. What else do we need to talk about? Be kind to everybody. We can change the world, but it's got to start inside of each one of us ourselves. Ain't none of us perfect. We all know that. Thank you for continuing to support Fort Worth Memories, all of the things we do. The bicycle giveaway, this is the 39th year. It will be December 13th at Farrington Field. Last year we gave away 1,120 bikes, which put us at $19,550 in 38 years. That's right at $1 million worth of bicycles if you count them at $50 a piece. This year will be the 39th year I've done it. Last year I made it a non-profit because I want that legacy to go on forever. I'm not going to live forever. But we've done a lot of giveaways. This is a very loving and caring group. We're loyal to our sponsors. We all care about the community that we live in. So keep those cards and letters coming. We had what, 500 and how many birthday people do we have today? Let me see. I think it's 511 or something. We're proud of our TCU girls. 503 happy birthdays. We've already had 22 comments. That's something else that we do really good. We have prayer requests every day. We can raise 2,000 prayers in an hour. And basically everybody on the planet needs a prayer. Speaking of which, I'm going to post our prayer request for the day here this morning, or here pretty quick. Yes, I am. Having troubles. Stupid internet. High Boy's gone. Settee is still open. They're still available. $250. Don't know where we're going to eat yet. I'll announce it by Wednesday. I'm posting the prayer request now if the internet will ever kick in. There it is. Can't get my fingers to work. Leave your prayer request here. Okay, there's the new prayer request for the day. Love all of you. See you in a little while.